Team, what's up? In phase one of our process, we talked about choices and the mentality we needed to have to foresee success. In phase two of the process, we're going to foresee success through consistency. If you're able to do one thing with enough regularity over time, you won't have a choice but to get better at it. You'll be more confident with it. You'll be able to do it faster and with less effort. You'll make less mistakes and your results are going to get better each time you do it. Consistency is one of the main reasons some people succeed and others don't. And obviously, it's because the people who succeeded just stuck with it when the others gave up. But here's the thing about consistency. There's absolutely nothing revolutionary or complicated about it. You don't need a certain level IQ. You don't need a certificate or degree. You don't need to have money to have it. All you need is the will and the discipline to do it. And I know some of you are questioning yourselves right now saying, I've always wanted to be consistent, but I've never had the discipline to be consistent, so I don't know how I'm going to do it this time. And I knew you were going to say that, which is why at the beginning of this course, I asked you to set aside 45 minutes to an hour each day at the same time to take this course, because the only way to get discipline is to build discipline. And you've been building it this entire time. So when this course is over, you would have already done one thing every day for 3 weeks straight, which is all you need to continue to do as you pursue your goals. So if you had the discipline to complete this course, then not having discipline was never the issue. The issue was that you didn't have a system and a routine. And our next session is going to help you put one of those together. So don't worry about any of that. We're going to take care of it. Now, this is only a 3-week course, and it's been said that you can form a habit in 3 weeks, but that idea has been discredited by research done at University College London, which found that it takes on average 66 days to form a habit. But as far as I'm concerned, it doesn't matter how long it takes. It only matters that you win the day, which is what you've been doing. If you can win the day, then you don't have anything to worry about long term because you'll get there. So don't worry about whether you've had discipline in the past. Don't worry about the times when you started something and quit. Don't worry about any of that, because today is a new day and you've already been changing your mentality, which means that you've been developing the capacity to change your reality. So just by being faithful to this course, you're already growing and succeeding at something that in principle you failed at before. And I want you to celebrate that. Don't get so caught up in the future that you miss what's happening right now in the present. You're making moves and you should be proud of yourself, because you're proving to yourself that you can be consistent as long as you have a system and a routine to keep you on track. Now, the job isn't close to being done, but you're laying the foundation that you'll need to continue to build upon. And I just want to point something out to you. Here in FGS, you're not just getting instruction, you're taking action. And that's what's going to separate who you've been from who you're becoming. Before, you would start something and quit. Before, you would make a decision and renege. Before, you would make excuses. Before, you would think about all the reasons why you couldn't. Before, you would let fear hold you back. Before, you would get paralysis by analysis. Before, you didn't believe in yourself. Before, you had a failures mentality. But think about how far you've come in a week. In just a week, you're already taking responsibility. You've been taking action every single day. You started believing in yourself again. You're telling yourself that you can do it. You started dreaming again. You set new goals and are about to launch your plan into action. And the question you have to ask yourself is, where will you be if you just keep going? Come on, y'all. And that's where your dreams come into play. If you just keep working at it, if you just stay with it, if you keep going after it, if you don't give up, the dreams that were just in your head will eventually be in your hands. It's all about consistency. And so far, you've been handling your business. And I know some of you may be feeling a little reluctant because you've had goals before, but didn't get close to accomplishing them. But what you didn't have before was a system and a routine, which is likely why you weren't consistent before. Something would come up, something would go wrong, or something would throw you off balance, and you'd stop because you didn't have the infrastructure to keep you on track. But all of that is about to change. And let me throw this out there too. It's not good enough just to have a system. You need a system that works for you. Because a system that works for one person doesn't mean that it's going to work for another person. And so many people go wrong by trying to copy what their favorite icon is doing. And those people need to know that you can't cut and paste someone else's way of doing things into your life. The best you can do is to take the principles and the best practices you learn from them and incorporate them into your system, which also means that you're going to need to do some experimenting and go through some trial and error, because you'll need to determine what works best for you. So as you continue building your own system and routine to help you maintain your consistency, don't try to be like someone else, because you don't need to be them to be successful. You can be yourself because you're already good enough. I'll see you tomorrow. Peace.